Welcome to another episode of Genshin Impact. So finally, I've hit adventure rank 18 after a very long process, and I've unlocked two new characters. Venti, as you know, who is the bard of that we met in the storyline that seems to be shady and seems to know a lot about the Archons and Dablin and that kind of stuff. And it's very implied that he's obviously Barbatos. Even Davin called him Barbatos, and I don't know why the other characters can't realize that he's Barbatos, which is Archon for Mondstadt that they worship. And so it looks like his E skill basically just launches him and enemies into the air. I don't think that's going to be useful at all, because if you're in the air, you can't shoot in the air. And his other special ultimate attack seems to just basically sucks them in and allows you to use other elementals to set that off, like into probably a flame vortex or something like that. Alright, so one thing I forgot to look at is Razor. So I kind of like upgraded his talents, but I never actually showed you exactly what his talents were upgraded to. And I'm gonna take a bit of time to actually go over that. So as you know, his skills are his E attack. It makes these orbs pop up, and they do more damage once you hold down the E button to do your ground slam. And then of course, Lightning Fang, which summons the wolf within, which really makes him a lot stronger. So those are those things that I went through in the past, and you can see it gives a lot of speed bonus, so he attacks a lot faster. And so here's what I upgraded. So you can see stamina and swimming is good for him, and cooldown is lowered, so he can go through it really fast to do more DPS. And then of course you can see more damage, and then this decreases defense, which gives you even more damage as enemy's defense drops. You can do more damage to them. So this is what I meant by like he's a DPS monster. And you can see right there, he even increases more damage for using his elemental orb attack. And yeah, that basically recharges his energy faster. So he does a lot of damage. That's what he's built to do. And then I kind of like upgraded as much as Barbara as I could. So a lot of her skills are really just healing, it seems. And like she automatically seems to revive characters once they're down. So I got as much as I could. Her Star Glitter and Stardust is a lot harder to get. And the annoying thing I realized with Barbara after using her for a while is that she only can make characters wet once she uses her E regen attack. And you have to actually run up to the enemies and actually touch them. I don't know if for a while I thought you could just use her charge attack or something to make them like wet, but nope, it doesn't work that way. But either way, she's a really good character for healing and just setting people wet. And then we have Kamisato Ayaka, the new character, who's the ice princess from an ice princess from another region. And so there's a lot to read here. She's like the only character that I've seen so far that actually has 3 different skills. So she's seems to be a lot quite different than the other characters. I don't really want to read all that, so I'll just kind of go through how she plays. And so let's go through her talents now. So she moves really fast, just like the main character. This one looks like to be a crit rate. She does more damage to frozen targets by 50%. That's crazy amount of damage right there. She seems like a potentially useful character, and you could probably use her to replace Kea for sure. So there's Venti's attack. Very similar to Amber, except it holds it like a crossbow for some reason. Here's her E attack. You can see it launches in the air, but the problem is way too long animation and slow float. And you can't really do any damage to them once they're floating in the air, because you can't shoot in the air. This is Kamisato Ayaka. She is. Okay, and you can see her sprinting makes her disappear. And then she has like a similar attack as Memento from Genshin Impact. And as you can see, when she's sprinting around, she disappears and comes up and actually can freeze them, which is really cool. And one thing I'll be doing later, since I didn't kind of read over her sprint attack, is that when she's sprinting, you can actually run across water, which is really cool. So I'll show that later on. It's ultimate. Yep, there you go. It's basically a wind vortex that sucks them in, and it seems to hold them for quite a while. So technically, you could combo with like Amber too if you really want 2 archers on the team, or you could combo with any of the other ones that kind of can be absorbed by that wind. Yeah, she really moves really fast with her ice. Her disappearing ice sprint. Like almost as fast as the main character. The main character sprints at like 35%, so the main character is still 5% faster. But main character can actually take advantage of that hopping stamina glitch while keeping your same momentum going forward. So until they patch that, main character is always going to be better for exploring. Whereas she would be actually really good if you want to run across water really fast. Now I don't know if her sprint at the end it'll probably freeze the water as it can freeze the enemies, but I don't know how long that ice will last for you to regain stamina. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of his talents are that useful, and that's why I didn't actually upgrade any of his talents off screen, because I know for sure now after trying him even more that he's really not useful for any of my team builds. So far it might look like the best build is literally main character, Amber, Barbara, and Razor. Kamisato will probably be better, a decent like replacement for Kea, but other than that, if you don't use an ice element in the team, you don't need it. Like Barbara is actually a good replacement because she goes pretty well with Razor, because you can switch after using your E, which can make enemies wet, and then Razor can run around setting enemies wet while also electrocuting them. So it's actually a really good combo. Okay, I think this is actually a good part to show off her running skill. So I'm going to hop down here, and you'll see how well it does in the water. There you go, you just run right on water. But then once you run out of stamina, it can be a problem. You can drown like that. That's funny. So I drowned even though I was standing on ice. I think that was a glitch. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Show you what it's like. You can actually stand on the ice. You should be able to stand on the ice. Now let me try it again. There you go. Make sure I don't use up all my stamina. There you go, you can stand on it. Problem is, the ice disappears way too fast for you to actually regenerate any stamina, so you would still have to use a lot of stamina food to restore. And hopefully I have enough stamina to make it there from here. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to waste too much of my HP and having to go back to town and getting more apples. But there apparently is a waypoint that I haven't grabbed yet over here because of the barrier that was stopping me from going further out. So I'm gonna go grab that quickly. Oh, looks like that's where the orb is up here. It's just floating up here. Oh, it's nice. It pushes me up here. Okay, that saves me a lot of stamina potions. That's really nice right there. That the wind loop-de-loops right there. Okay, that should be all the waypoints I can get now. So again, my thoughts are, I'm just gonna switch back to RN as the leader, and then have Amber in the party, then Barbara and Razor, and that should be my team for the final boss battle. Kamisato is pretty cool, but Barbara actually synergies better than she would with Razor. I don't think electricity and ice actually can work together in this game for some reason. It just doesn't seem to actually combine well together. So yep, so this is probably the ideal setup as of right now in closed beta 1. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure that all my characters are healed up for this final boss battle. I'm sure it's gonna be very challenging. I did not watch anyone else's videos of this boss battle yet, because I really want to see the experience it for myself. And I feel like it's gonna be tough going forward. So I made sure to have my weapons and ready. Apples, I got those apples. I got quite a lot of apples, so hopefully I don't use them up. And I should be all set because all the talents I could max out for everyone else except for main character. So I'll see you in the next episode where I fight Davlin, the dragon. So see you then.